Life can flip in an instant. One day you're fine, the next chaos strikes. Weak men break, strong men adapt. The difference? Resilience. If you're ready to stop reacting and start dominating, let's get to work. Why you need to be unshakable. Look, life is gonna throw you curveballs, unexpected job losses, betrayals, personal failures. You either let them break you or you use them to forge something stronger. The difference between a man who crumbles and a man who thrives, mental toughness. Most guys don't think about resilience until they're already drowning in chaos. But by then, it's too late. The truth is, if you don't prepare yourself for hardship now, you won't have the strength to handle it later. Being unshakable isn't about pretending nothing bothers you. It's about knowing how to handle whatever comes your way. This isn't just about looking tough. It's about being tough in a way that lasts. Think about the strong men in history, like Marcus Aurelius, Nelson Mandela, Jocko Willink, Muhammad Ali. They all faced insane challenges, but they endured because they mastered their minds. Today we're going to break down exactly how to do that so that no matter what life throws at you, you stay standing. The mindset shift. Control what you can, ignore the rest. Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoics, said, "Some things are up to us and some things are not." Most people waste their energy worrying about things they have zero control over, like other people's opinions, the economy, the past. Think about it. When has stressing over things outside your control ever made your life any better? Never. The key to an unshakable mindset is to cut out the noise and focus entirely on what you can control. You can't make the world fair, but you can make yourself strong enough to handle it. You can't stop bad things from happening, but you can control how you respond to them. Life throws punches. Your only job is to decide whether you will get knocked out or keep swinging. When you stop trying to control everything outside you, you free up your energy to improve yourself. Your habits, discipline, and attitude are all within your control. The truth is, no one's coming to save you. The man who masters his mind will always have an advantage over the one who complains about his circumstances. This is the foundation for an unshakable life, owning what's yours and letting go of the rest. So, the question is, will you waste your energy on things you cannot control, or will you double down on what you can? Share your answers in the comments below. Daily discipline. Small wins build titans. A strong man is not built in a day. He's built through small, disciplined choices stacked on top of each other. Most people think success comes from some massive breakthrough, but it's about showing up and doing the work, even when you don't feel like it. Do you want to be more disciplined? Start making your bed. Start by drinking water before coffee. Start by doing 10 push-ups before you check your phone. These little wins don't seem like much, but they add up over time, and they build the identity of a disciplined man. If you only do things when you feel like it, you'll never be consistent. And without consistency, you'll never be great. Every single day, you're either reinforcing weakness or reinforcing strength. Discipline is the bridge between who you are now and who you want to become. So, take control and start stacking those small wins. Wait a second. Are you getting value from this video? Smash the like button. Share it with someone who needs to hear this. And hit the subscribe. Let's get back in. Emotional mastery. Feel it. Don't feed it. Most men either suppress their emotions completely or let them control every decision they make. Both are wrong. Emotions aren't your enemy, but they should also not be your master. The difference between an unshakable man and one who crumbles under pressure is how he reacts to his emotions. When you feel anger, frustration, or sadness, acknowledge it. Don't ignore it, but don't let it dictate your actions either. In those moments, remember you're not your emotions. You are the person who decides how to handle them. The next time something triggers you, pause, take a breath, and ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Most of the time, the answer is no. And when you choose not to give in to your emotions, you create space for better judgment. The strongest men in history didn't react emotionally to every problem. They assessed, adapted, and responded with clarity. If you can train yourself to feel without being ruled by those feelings, you become dangerous in the best way possible. So, next time you're hit with a rush of emotion, ask yourself, are you going to let it control you, or are you going to control it? The power of stillness. In today's world, everyone is addicted to movement, scrolling, talking, reacting. But the most powerful men in history mastered the art of stillness. Why? Because stillness breeds clarity, and clarity breeds power. If you can't sit alone with your thoughts for 5 minutes without distraction, you're not in control of your mind. In fact, the constant noise only clouds your judgment and prevents you from making thoughtful decisions. Try this. Every morning, sit in silence for 5 minutes. No phone, no music, just you and your thoughts. It will feel uncomfortable at first, but that discomfort is the point. Most people avoid stillness because they're afraid of what they'll find. But the truth is, clarity comes from reflection, and reflection requires stillness. When you can sit with your mind in peace, tap into a well of wisdom that most people miss. The man who can sit in silence and think is ahead of the man who can't stand in his own mind. Who you surround yourself with determines your future. Show me your 5 closest friends, and I'll show you your future. It's not just a saying, it's a fact. If you spend time around weak-minded, undisciplined men who complain all day, start doing the same. If you spend a lot of time with crash outs, you will end up becoming a crash out. You might not even realize it at first, but their mindset will start to rub off on you. You'll find yourself making excuses, letting your standards slip, and accepting mediocrity. This is why it's crucial to be mindful of who you let into your life. Those around you have a powerful influence, whether you like it or not. But if you surround yourself with men who push themselves, hold themselves accountable, and never settle for less, you'll naturally level up. You'll find yourself rising to the occasion, inspired by their drive and commitment. It's not just about having friends. It's about having the right friends who challenge you to be your best. The people in your life either drain you or drive you forward. There is no in between. If your circle isn't making you stronger, it's making you weaker. But as the Stoics say, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Audit your friendships and ask yourself, are these men making me better or keeping me stagnant? If your friends aren't helping you build a strong mindset and a better life, what are they really contributing? Are you ready to surround yourself with people who'll push you to be great? Or are you stuck in the comfort zone? Story time. The guy who refused to break. Let me tell you a story about a guy named Marcus. Not Marcus Aurelius, just a regular dude like me. A few years ago, Marcus had his life flipped upside down. One day, out of nowhere, lost his job, no warning, and no heads up. And if that wasn't enough, his wife of 10 years dropped the bombshell that he'd been seeing another guy. She told him she wanted a divorce, and just like that, his world crumbled. To make matters worse, Marcus had been living paycheck to paycheck. His savings were drying up, and the pressure was mounting. Every day felt like a battle, but Marcus didn't give in to despair. I remembered him telling me how he felt, like being trapped in quicksand. The more he struggled, the deeper he sank. But instead of drowning himself in pity, Marcus made a decision. He wasn't going to let life break him. Most guys in his position would have broken down, drinking, drugging, womanizing, complaining, and just giving up. But Marcus didn't let this destroy him. He looked at his situation and realized something. He had no control over what other people did. But he had complete control how he responded to it. Instead of wallowing in pain, he doubled down on his routine. He woke up early every day. He hit the gym and threw himself into learning. He read books about business, mindset, anything that could help him grow. Applying for jobs became like a daily ritual. He didn't wait for opportunities to come. He hunted them down relentlessly. At times, he doubted himself. He'd have moments where he felt like it wasn't enough, like nothing was changing. But he kept at it because he knew that real progress wasn't measured by a quick fix, but by consistent effort. And 6 months later, he wasn't just in the best shape of his life, he had found a new job that paid better than his old one. And he surrounded himself with people who helped him grow. Most importantly, he built a mindset that no setback could shake. Why? Because when the storm hit, he didn't fold, he adapted. He took the hardest parts of his life and used them as fuel to become the man he needed to be. That's exactly what you need to do when life tests you. What have we learned? All right, let's recap everything. First, control what you can and let go what you can't. Second, small wins build discipline, so stack them daily. Third, emotions are real, but they don't have to control you. Fourth, stillness is power. Train yourself to sit with your thoughts. Fifth, your circle will make or break you, so choose wisely. Sixth, when life throws chaos your way, don't fold, adjust, and move forward. The unshakable man isn't the one who never fails. He's the one who always gets back up. Ultimately, all this discussion is pointless without action. So, what's the first step you're going to take today to become unshakable? Leave your answers in the comments below. If you made it this far, you're already ahead of most people. But knowledge without action is useless. So, here's your challenge. Pick one principle from today's video and apply it today. Drop a comment below and tell me which one you're focusing on first. Discipline, emotional control, stillness, or cutting out weak influences. Let's hold each other accountable. And if you're serious about leveling up, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you never miss a video. Remember, the unshakable man isn't the one who never fails. He's the one who always gets back up. Let's get to work. Free thinker out.